Hello everyone! Today I'll show how to easily script bomb planting missions in Arma 3! We'll cover planting on a vehicle, a locked door, and through a hatch. All the scripts I used in this video are available in the description, including the versions for each scenario. Vehicle planting, door breaching, and hatch explosives. I've also included a link to my Steam guide, where everything is explained step by step in more detail. If you want to copy the scripts or learn how to customize them, check the links below! First, place your object like a Bradley or house door and attach an explosive with a variable name, e.g. XP1. Add an AI named Bot1 and use a planting animation. Aligning the explosive with the animation. Copy the AI's position and rotation for the script. Create a bomb.sqf file in your mission folder. Add a small trigger near the object with execvm bomb.sqf to activate the script, and another trigger on mission start to hide the explosive until the animation completes. This setup makes planting look realistic and allows controlled detonation. Next, we'll show doors and hatches. In this part, I'll show how to create a plant and breach sequence on a door. First, you need a house that has working doors and supports door locking. You can usually do this by double-clicking the house in the editor and locking the doors in its properties. If the house is part of the map, use the object editor to lock the doors. Give the house a variable name, for example, House 1. Next, start the mission, press Escape, open the debug console, and run the code shown on screen to list all house animations. From that list, find the animation name for your door and use it in the script. In my example, I used door number 1, so in the script I added House 1 Animate. The name Door 1 Rot is the animation for the door I want to open. The value 1 means the door is fully open. If you set this value to 0, the door will stay closed. You can use the same method for other doors by changing the door number. For example, door 2 Rot or door 3 Rot. depending on which door you want to breach. The setup is the same as with the vehicle. Place the explosive, align it with the planting animation, position the character correctly, and add a small trigger near the door to start the script. For cinematic effects, you can temporarily disable damage on nearby characters during the explosion, then re-enable it afterward. Do this for all players or AI close to the blast if you don't want them to die. The last script shows how to open a hatch on an armored vehicle and destroy it from the inside. This one is more complex than the others, because many modded vehicles do not expose hatch or ramp options in their properties when you double-click them in the editor. Most of the time, hatches are controlled through turnout or seat-based actions, so we need to be creative. That is why this method uses an AI unit. In my example, I call him Bot 1. The AI is made invisible, and is only used to enter the correct seat and perform the turnout action, which opens the hatch at the right moment during the animation. Once the hatch is open, you can trigger the explosion or any other event you want. This approach works reliably even on heavily modded armored vehicles. Before doing this, there are a few technical things you need to understand. First, you must know which hatch you want to open. To figure that out, load your scenario, get into the vehicle in-game, and use a debug command to check turret and seat indexes. You will see numbers like 0, 1, 2, or 3. These represent different seats inside the vehicle. Next, spawn Bot 1 and move him between seats until he is sitting in the correct seat under the hatch you want to open. Once you know the correct seat index, you can hard-code it into your script. Make sure the vehicle also has a variable name. In my case, I named it Brad2. To open the hatch, use the turnout action. If you want the hatch to close again, use turn in. This method works even when vehicles do not expose hatch animations directly in their properties. When you have found the hatch you want to use, write that seat index directly into the script. After that, place a small trigger on top of the vehicle where you want the character to perform the animation. Just like in the previous examples, move the character exactly where you want the animation to play, then copy the position values, X, Y, Z, and the rotation, Z only, and paste them into the script using setPauseATL and setDir. Once that is done, the sequence is complete. That covers all 3 scripts shown in this guide.